done in my life. In 2003, I realized how much I really needed Christ back in my life. When I had a call at 12:01 in the morning that my son had been in a tragic accident and that I needed to make it from Islamorada Keys all the way to Miami, Florida, Jackson Ryder Trauma Center, that he had been tomahawked and he had died. And the whole time I was driving, I'm thinking, Jesus, please don't let my son die without me. Please don't let my son die without me. I need to see my son. And that's when I realized, after spending a month and a half at the hospital and meeting this woman that God put in my path, who told me to go behind closed doors, anoint my son with the Holy Spirit, and read out of the book of James in Hebrew, that I, as a praying mother, that God would listen to my prayer. And I grasped onto that, and I believed, and as a person, I had fallen away. I hadn't been asking Jesus anything until I needed him. Isn't that amazing how I do that? I won't speak for all of us, but I know there's times in our lives where we cry out, we say, Jesus, please help me. I need to do that every day of my life. I'm taking a new stance and a new walk with the Lord. I'm turning myself completely over to him. I've had some revelations. God answered my prayers. I looked to him, and the hardest thing for me to do was I kneeled down in the shower in the hotel I was staying across the street, because I could see my son only twice a day because he was on life support. And I knelt down and I said to Christ, I said, I give my son to you. I'm giving him to you. That was the hardest, most difficult time in my entire life. I wanted to self-medicate. I wanted to self-afflict myself with things that hopefully everyone in here can understand. Because I wanted to beat myself up instead of taking Christ by the hands. But he came down and he touched me that day. And I felt his spirit. I felt him come down on me like a cotton ball. That is the only explanation that I can give to anyone. And I've also been trying to just take a deep breath, get out of my head, and bring Christ into my heart. Put the gossip aside. Put the judgment aside. As I came to this church, I said, you know, I'm a baby Christian. What is a baby Christian? My husband said to me, you keep saying baby Christian. You are not a baby Christian. I've already been stumbling along the path. And the visualization and what Christ has laid in my heart is I've been stuck in the stand and his arm has been reached out to me. And finally, I grabbed a hold of it. I've grabbed a hold of his hand. And I'm on a new journey now. Amen. I do not know where that path is going. I don't need to know. I only know that I want Christ to live within me. I don't want to be judgmental. I don't want to be the gossiper. I want to have the light shine. And I thank Pastor Allen and Sister Janelle and her wonderful family and my brother and sisters out here. I love you all. I love you coming to my home on Wednesday nights. I have to tell you, it was very difficult in the beginning because I'm the kind of person, I like things neat and in order. And I had to get out of my comfort zone. And I realized it's really not me, it's Christ that's living in me. And every day of my life, I have to remember that. I didn't know what I was going to come up here and say because I got out of my head and said, Christ, come into me. Hold me by the hand and tell me what I need to share to everyone. Anything that I've done to myself in my life, I did to me. Christ didn't do it to me. He died on the cross for my sins. I felt the pain. I have felt one little hair of pain that Christ suffered for me. I received a tremendous headache, and it felt like a crown of thorns. Some of you may not understand what I'm about to tell you, but I felt it. And I was at his feet. And I was there while he was on the cross, dying for me and all of us for his sins. And I want to be that better person. I want to take that walk in life with Christ. And I hope that everyone in this room, no matter what your affliction is, we self-afflict. Christ does not want that for us. He wants to love us, nourish us, pruning. He's pruning me. I'm holding on to the branch, and the branches are clipping. And I'm slowly falling, but guess what? He reached out his hand and he said, my child, I will not let you fall. I will not forsake you. You just have to leave. And lead me into your heart. Let me be in your heart every day. And I've done something else that I haven't done in years. My husband and I used to get on the end of the bed and we used to lock arms and pray. And we had gotten away from that. And I've been brought back to that. Locking arms with my husband that I married through Christ to be a better person. For God. God is first. Family is second. And work is third. Thank you.